G'day, g'day, g'day. Welcome back to another episode of the Stackpole story here on F1 2018 with the McLaren's team and TK Stackpole, partnering up with Fernando Alonso, and we've not long completed the third practice session, as you can see, with a 35.003, but we do have a grid penalty for more engine changing parts, and that's not anything unusual. Fernando did a 35.970. We'll be putting that in the chat a little bit later with the other sessions from practice. So here we go into the breach for qualifying.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy.
First we got these quick fire questions.
Put a lot of effort into practice today. Are you testing new components?
I'm just going to keep bigging up the engine department at the moment.
How's your grid penalty going to affect your strategy going into the race?
I'm not sure what to answer those ones,
well,
so I'm going to just no comment
anyway.
that one, because I'm trying to not ruin my rep at the moment with the team, because it is coming to contract time and I want to see if I can get a pit stop perk in there. So we're trying to up our reputation with the team a little bit. Get another little bit of points there. The reputation of the teams, no increase there, as it was only free practice 3. Alrighty then, so let's have a look at these messages. Good luck. Weather looks good, and that is the layout of the track. Alright, need to just double check the parts. 39, 43, 36, 29, 32, 59. Oh, that is a part that makes the other parts wear out quicker. So I'm actually, since we've already got a penalty, we will go and grab that as well. Alright, we've got our new gearboxes, because we don't want a repeat of what happened. Was it Japan? Oh, I've forgotten which one it was that we had with the gearbox died on us and we lost a 7th place position. Alright, so I think that's everything I needed to take care of, taken care of. Alright, there's the Discord server going into the stream chat, and I'll grab the Twitter as well.
And be ready for tomorrow's US Grand Prix. I want to talk briefly about the strategy in these qualifying sessions. Anthony Davidson, how can a driver adjust their approach to gain those critical extra tenths of a second?
Well, qualifying isn't about adjusting your approach necessarily. It's more about trying to repeat a low fuel run that you've practiced prior to this session. You're looking for perfection on the lap, and that's hard to achieve if you're trying something new. There are some variables that can stand in your way, however. Track position or unexpected yellow flags, for example.
Oh no, it wasn't the Japanese Grand Prix that we had that problem. It was an earlier one. Fuck. It might have been Singapore. I think it might have been Singapore. Yeah, I just fucked the tags up again, had to start all over againsies. Derp. Oh, 499 out of 500, just under the limit. How about that? Very nice. Alrighty. We were going to do this episode yesterday, but I decided to give myself extra time to research setup, and I believe I have come across
the track
a
is pretty quiet at the moment. Perhaps we should get out there and get a few laps in.
It makes me feel confident in the car. Fucking Jeff interrupting there. Alrighty, so we've got 7 wings, 80 and 75 on the throttle. Adjustment on and off, 310, 160, 11, 41. Suspension 3388 on the roll bars. 44 on the ride height. Brakes 88 and 57. Tyres 21 and 19.5. Weight distribution 6. And this feels the best setup I've ever had on the Circuit of the Americas so far. So I'm looking forward to getting stuck into it, and when we get the aero up a little bit more in the next lot of upgrades, maybe next season we might be even better off here. Alright, let's go to track.
All clear the garage, please.
Oh,
car
shit,
ready to leave.
I wanted to use the super softs in the first run. Save these tyres for later. There's an easy way to fix that forgetfulness. Since we haven't even turned a wheel in anger. G'day Mr. P Gaming, how you doing? Alright, we haven't changed any options, so that's the good thing. Alright, so we'll go with super soft. So we save ultra softs for the important quali 2. Because yeah, I did a trial run with super softs to see if I had the pace on them to get into the final qualifying run of the top 10 shootout, and it's just about half a second to a second too much of a risk. Oh shit, I forgot to get my pit limiter off. It was pissing off the Williams behind me in Stroll. Yeah, too busy trying to remember what I'm talking about rather than driving the car. There we go, we've got the options there. But yeah, as I was saying, sometimes there's a trick where you can do with strategy, for those that don't know Formula 1 that very well, or just haven't heard of this strategy trick. If you can get through Q2 into Q3 on the middle set of tyres, because the tyres you set your fastest time in qualifying to, it's what you use in a race if you get into the top 10. And so if you get into the final qualifying session and start on those middle tyres, for this race it's the super softs, then you have more flexibility in your strategy for the race with your pit stops and tyre choices. And I like to open that flexibility up so I can try to finish the race in a shorter stint on the fastest tyre, which is the ultra soft for this Grand Prix. But because we just don't have quite enough pace here, even though we were first in pretty much, I think it was 2 out of 3 of the sessions. Ooh, I need to go up to overtake, and I need to go up to max on the speed there. But yeah, as I was saying, we just didn't have enough pace, basically. The car is looking good. The race pace looks alright in the long runs that I did in practice sessions. A little bit of fiddling and researching to get the setup, but I'm happy with it now. I'm probably rambling backwards and forwards, covering the same thing possibly, because I'm in a bit of an empty-headed day today. I'm having one of, those derpy days where you just can't get your thoughts right and straight. Yeah, that's what's going on. Oh yeah, I'm doing great. No worries about that. Be doing even better if we can get another good points finish here at the Circuit of the Americas. That's what we're aiming for. But yeah, oh, that's what I was talking about. I now remember what I was on about. Yes, that trick, because yeah, you have to start on the tyres. You set your fastest time in Q2 for the race, that is. So yeah, so I might as well use these super softs to get through the first qualifying session. Since we're not going to use them later on. 36.4, oh jeez, that's well down, about 0.8 down on what I can do on these tyres. Ah, fuck a duck. I've cut the corner too much. Not having a great start to this one. I was in the groove, in the zone, and I got distracted by, I think it was Corner Player Games and Crossbar Capers of the Len Network lads. They went live, and I only meant to watch 20 minutes of their live stream. Ended up watching the whole thing. Don't think I'm making up much ground there. I went through there not as fast as I know I can. I think it's in this sector where I need to make up a lot of time. So just go a little bit less on the commentary so I can try and put in the performance.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Oh, damn it. Tried to take my finger off the control stick to get the damn engine mode right on the ERS. Because I forgot to do it there coming off the corner. Very forgetful with the ERS sometimes. .135.3, that's better. Doesn't matter that we take a second lap out of these tyres, probably won't be needing them in the race. We've got another set that's put aside specifically for the race that they won't let us use in qualifying. Alright, now we can return to the garage. Okay, now that we've got the waffling out of the way, we finally got a fucking lap in, eh? Let's see, how good is that lap? 13th? Oh,
our best lap so far is a 1 minute 35.3.
We might have to go out on the tyres I was trying to save. Oh yeah, we're in the drop zone. Damn it! Alright, there's no use sitting in the garage and having a shitload of tyres that we could have used to get into the next session. The pace wasn't even good enough to get through Q1 on the
we're set.
On the supers. Damn. And I went quicker there than I did in practice on the supers as well. I thought a low 35 would have been sufficient. But no, with the max engine settings, they're into the 34s. I need a 34 to do the job. So we bolt on some ultra softs here. get out and do ourselves a better lap. Hopefully those first couple of derpy laps will shake the rust out. We'll be able to kick some ass on this here lap. Make sure I don't go that wide into that corner on the hot lap. Better around the first corner already. Picking up some time. Oh yeah, got line a little bit wrong there. Trying to just take as much track as we can. That's why I've got the suspension setting down to soft to handle the curving.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
So much more grip out of these Ultra Softs. It's amazing. Although I'm kind of extending on the track there a bit. $134.5. That puts me only 13th. I don't have enough fuel to go again, so I'm going to have to come back in and hope that it's going to be good enough. So it looks like a lot of teams in front of us, a lot of drivers were sandbagging during practice, and our first place in practice 2 and practice 3 was a bit of false hope. It's frustrating when you're not quite sure exactly where your pace is going to be, because they're not running low fuel loads and shit. Max engine settings. I'm always running max engine settings and low fuel when I put my best times in practice 2 and 3. Sometimes in practice 1 I don't always get perfect hot lap in, because I'm usually doing the tyre wear test, the track acclimatization to get those points, and also the fuel saving one. I get them all done in practice 2, do all the slower ones in practice 1, sorry, and then I get onto the faster ones in practice 2 and practice 3. Oh shit, I'll bump the pause button. Get our pit in practice. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, you got time, Mr. P Game, to go and have a drink, have something to eat or whatever. We'll probably get through qualifying in about 10-15 minutes time. It usually takes up the first 10-15 minutes of the stream. And then the Grand Prix will kick off proper. So yeah, I will admit qualifying isn't the most exciting part of the episode, but it is necessary. You need to do it to get better up the grid. Let's see, my teammate is on it, 33.9. I don't know why I haven't found the pace in the car.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:34.5.
And I'm out of time, so I can't really do anything about it. Oh, my days. Kimi is in 14th, just behind me. Leclerc is on the bubble with 34.9. 35.3 is Pierre Gasly. I would have been 17th had I kept the old time. This is in between Gasly and Hartley, I think. Yeah, we dropped to 14th as Kimi must have put in a better time. Yeah, he switched to the ultra softs, probably was nervous about his time. But Hamilton put in the 34.0 on the super soft. Vettel and Bottas also doing the time. So yeah, we did a 35.3, so we were about a second, 1.3 seconds off the max pace of the super soft, and a second behind Bottas. Yeah, we would have been down about here, just behind Gasly, and ahead of Sorokin. Yeah, Hartley, Stroll, and Ericsson are the other ones that miss out. Far out. Oh, well, some tracks you've got the pace on the middle tyre for the hot lap, sometimes you don't. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. And I was even struggling on the better tyre too for some pace. And our practice pace has gone a little bit out the window, so after this session, before we get into the if we get into the final session, that is, I'll put the practice 1, 2 and 3 times up. So let's see, that one's got somewhere. Well, I've only got 2 tyres sets to play with, so we'll go with the one we're on at the moment, the recommended
All personnel
one.
be aware, car leaving.
Hopefully we don't need to get the second one. Oh, we're going out right behind our teammate. Maybe I'm carrying too much fuel, that could be a problem. Okay, so let's go to max early. Since Fernando seems to be on it, let's try and use him as our guide, and we'll try and see if chasing him down will give me a better time by seeing what he does and trying to do it better. Hot lap time! Much better flow through that first section. Didn't get that right in the previous runs. Make up a little bit of ground on Fernando. At the moment you'd think we're on a faster lap. We'll see how that pans out at the end. Second, I didn't think I was going to get turned into that corner. I think I went for a bit too much of an entry speed. .33.6. It is a good time. It's in between Vettel and Kimi. I've split the Ferraris. Hey. So I had it in me, I just wasn't hooking up that first and third sector, I would imagine. No, maybe the first and middle sector, yeah. Because I think I did a decent final sector in the last run. So yeah, it was that first and second sector that we managed to hook the car up in all three. Bring these tyres home nice and gingerly.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Because if we don't go out again and put in a faster time, these will be the tyres we use. We're only 0.2 off the fastest lap time by Ricardo. He jumps ahead of Vettel now. Red Bull are actually leapfrogged Ferrari now on the ladder for third best car. Don't know if I balked Hamilton, but I hope I ruined his lap a little. Hamilton goes up to 4th, so he puts us down to 5th. At the moment we are in the top 10 and going through to the final session. I figured a 33 might be the time for the top 10. Just disappointed that 33 wasn't good enough for Q1 on the supers. Oh well, shit happens.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 33.6.
Let's have a look at how things are standing at the moment. So we're in 5th, Fernando's in 8th, and the drop-off time is a 34.4 at the moment. So I feel safe to fast forward the time. We'll have a look at how things go. We've been knocked down to 6th, Fernando's in 9th. Oh, Fernando sneak through. Oh, he's been knocked down to 10th. He's on the bubble. Oh, he's just hangs on ahead of Magnussen by 0.3, just about. Sainz, Grosjean, Ocon and Leclerc miss out. So, alright. Going through with me and Fernando's Hulkenberg, Raikkonen, Perez, Verstappen, Hamilton, Vettel, Bottas, Ricciardo, gets the fastest time. Bottas equals it, dead set. Number for number, 1:33.417. Wow. Alrighty then. Just take a quick moment to put the link to the stream in all the Discord servers that I am a part of. And also onto my Facebook page, because why the fuck not? Alrighty, so we are now in the final session and we get a freebie set of tyres. Wasn't available to us before, that get handed back to the official dudes. And we can go for a flying lap, so...
It's pretty quiet out on track.
Actually,
we should consider getting out there.
Before I go out there, car setup, fuel. Get that down to the minimum.
Standing by.
That might be worth a couple of tenths. Or a couple of hundreds or something. Going down to neutral doesn't help the gearbox. And my eye would decide to play up. Just give us a second. I just got to clear my left eye with a tissue. Ah, fucking allergies. Pain in the ass. Dust mite allergy is my one. If you are new to the channel. Oh, that's better. Now I can see. Oop, oop. Alright, off we go. I really love this track, even though I've had a love-hate relationship. Loved driving it, but hated trying to find the setup because I can never find the cure to my issues with understeering some corners and oversteering others. But yeah, with a bit of snooping around on the forums, Codemasters forums that is, I found some setups that I kind of used a few, 2 or 3 or 4 different ones as a guide, and I played around with things in the practice sessions, arrived at something that I'm really, really happy with. Oh, not really happy with my braking there. Taking a little bit of liberties with the track there. And again. little bit of a tail slide there. I forgot to go back up into the from high to overtake, so probably only difference of maybe about a 0.1 maybe, but 33.6 is not too bad. It's not good enough for pole. Vettel has that, but I wasn't expecting pole or the top 4. We're trying to be amongst the 5th to 8th pack. That's our target, to get amongst that action. That's our playground at the moment. 5th to 8th.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
And we got low fuel.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:33.6.
Alright, 133.6. That'll do me. That is quite nicely, I think. Don't think I can do any better. I was really pushing the boundaries of the track limits. And whoa, Hamilton 33.0 pips. Vettel's massively decent 33.1. We're half a second down. Let's speed qualifying up, and we can get on to the Grand Prix and see how far up we finish and how much our penalties will be.
So qualifying is complete.
So we do finish third.
Your top 3 are Hamilton,
So if we
Vettel,
got,
and Hawke.
think it's at
Goodbye for now,
at
then, but we're really
least
just getting
somewhere around
started.
10
Make
or
sure to
15
join us again
grid
for
spots
Lights
we've
Out
got, I
tomorrow.
think. Hoping it's 10. If it's 10, then we'll start 13th. That'll be better than 18th. I've forgotten how many parts that I've changed. Yes, Hamilton gets the pole from Vettel. Us in 3rd. Verstappen, Raikkonen, Bottas, my teammate in 7th. Hulkenberg, Perez, and Ricciardo. Ricciardo had a shocker. He was doing a 33.4 in the last session, so don't know where his pace went. He's lost about a second of pace. Alright, now it's time for me to go and get the session times from the other sessions. Free practice 1 will be the first one I copy and paste from the Discord. So as you can see, the next one going in, we were first in practice session 2, and for those that saw the beginning of the episode, we also repeated that in practice session. Actually, no, we didn't repeat that in practice session 3. We came 4. That's right. We only topped the second session. My bad. I thought we topped 2 of them, but only the second one there. Alright, so we're now tied with Fernando on the rivalry, and we're beating Esteban easily, so I'm happy with that. I'm enjoying it. It's a tougher fight with my teammate this time round, and he has actually won a race with my best for Stackpole being 2nd. So it was very unexpected what circumstances played into our hands for those races, and we took full advantage of the opportunity and grabbed those podiums with both hands. Alright,
So,
let's have a look.
We've picked up some grid penalties, and we'll be starting further back than you expect. As for how bad it is, that'll depend on what the other drivers get.
Alright, so it looks like I've got a bit of wiggle room there in contract value, so that's good. I like that. 487, not enough to purchase another upgrade, so we'll just bank those points and save them up. I probably won't be going for any more upgrades, to be honest, unless I can afford something cheeky on the engine maybe. I probably want from between now and the end of the season try and get the cost of things down, so I'm probably going to target the chassis because I think that's our weakest part, and really get ourselves a leg up for next season, and we can really hammer out the chassis parts really good and get the car up to a podium contender. And in season 3, if we've done good with the upgrades, we should be able to challenge for the championship in season 3.
John Watson's 1983 victory at Long Beach, well, that still holds the record for the lowest ever starting
So
position
hopefully
for a race
maybe sneak a cheeky victory at either Canada or Monza next season, in season 2. One of those races where I absolutely love and drive an extra second out of the car, but through just my affinity to those tracks. It's usually half a second to a second or more faster than my teammate, depending on whether my teammate's a donkey like Ericsson or a top gun like Fernando. Fernando will probably be closer to me than, say, an Ericsson would be, I would imagine.
But I think they'll be able to make some of that back up over the course of the race.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside.
Vettel is first. Hamilton has a penalty, but still only second. That's interesting. Leclerc all the way up to 8th. Wow. We only dropped to 12th. There must be a lot of people with a lot more penalties than ours. Wow. Verstappen way down. Hartley and Alonso all the way to 20th. Oh, he was qualified well inside the top 10 as well.
It's a steep incline into turn 1 that'll help you scrub speed off. There are multiple lines, so be sure to make use of them.
Alright, let's have a look at race strategy. 2 stops or 3 stops? I like the 2-stop, but I'm going to change it just a little bit. I want the middle stint to be super soft. So let's go to soft temporarily. We'll change that one to ultra. We can go super soft there. So let's see, super softs can go 12 laps, it looks like. I was about, that sounds about right to what I did in practice 3 with a long run. I did 13 laps and it was about 50-60%. So let's see. We'll go 12 laps is not lap 19. So I'll try and extend the first stint to 8 laps. Then 20, 8, 8, 12, 8. That looks quite nice. I am liking the look of that. That does look dandy. Alright, so we want a bit more fuel. I've been going about 4 to 5 laps of extra fuel, and I've been running out of go faster, just having to monitor that during the race. But it's only going to let me have 5.4 extra. So hopefully we don't have to manage it too much towards the end.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
There we go. Oh, forgot that in the warm-up scenario here, the formation lap, you don't get the screen that shows you all your cars passed. Just wanted to see the percentage of things before we started the race, but oh well, it's a shame. You should be able to get that screen, but it doesn't give it to you until you're in the race. Oh.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
Ooh, looks like Sirotkin might have almost ran up Bottas's ass. It's gonna be an interesting race with a lot of slower cars, or bottom mid-table, bottom end cars are ahead of some of the faster guys. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, especially for my teammate Fernando. He's gonna have some fun trying to come back from last. I've been in that position with engine penalties before in the season so far, a couple of times I think. Getting my launch modes ready before that happens. When the computer takes over control, I think I've got both front tyres up over the 110 mark. Now here comes a good bit. For those that are watching this video later or have sat through the stream in the qualifying,
the rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient
now.
And watch for the light.
Oh shit, I forgot to have the throttle on. So I've absolutely bottled the start. But I've come down the inside, caught people napping. We're up into 7th behind Leclerc. Go Leclerc, have a good one, mate. Looking forward to him partnering up with Vettel next season. Hopefully he can surprise Sebastian a fair bit. Hope it's another Danny Ricciardo versus Vettel kind of situation where Ricciardo absolutely pantsed him in the Red Bull. See if we can get a crack at Leclerc down under braking. Or wheel to wheel. We put him into the clutches of the car behind him.
That's a strong start. Well done.
Oh, we're going to have a dive at Grosjean. We force him to brake harder. We're feeling a bit punchy. We'll have him here. We'll just hang him out to dry. Deny him access of turning in. Or get a bit of a slide on.
Brilliant.
On the way out.
Nice move.
Now we're hunting after Perez. We're going for it. We're being very aggressive today. The Jamaican has his dander up and he wants to reggae his way to the top. There's some rage in the helmets of the lads that he's had off behind him. Oh shit, we're off wide. gone wide again. Just gotta tidy things up and get back to smooth runnings, cool runnings, yum mum. Oh no, wide. Grosjean's down the inside. We're gonna go down back the inside of him, and we've hit him. It's on for young and old
DRS
here.
is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
We need to get ahead by over a second and then pull away, so we don't have to worry about DRS dive bombs. Hope that Perez and Grosjean will fight like idiots, allow us to get away. I've missed my gear change there. And I'm deep into the corner, making silly errors under pressure trying to get this gap. Oh, we just held it on the island there. We've gone wide there. We're going to keep the boot stuck in. Not been able to shake Perez and Grosjean yet. Just going to brake test them rudely in the middle of the corner. Oh, Perez gets up my side there. Nearly an accident.
You need to slow down
Damn
before
it.
hitting the corners.
I
You
knew
don't
I
want to get a
should've.
penalty.
Just gone a little bit more to the right there. Thought I was just on the money, but no. Got the warning. Perez has dropped back a little bit after that incident with me. Grosjean is pressing. I'm out of battery deployment. Oh, not deployment, battery charge, the blue one. Deployment's the white one. We've lost the grip there. We've really monstered these tyres. We might struggle to get to the 8 laps. Our aggressive driving has hurt us. Oh, g'day, Sam! G'day, Joker. How you doing? How's it going, bruvsome? Struggling to get in and out of these corners.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Nice work, that brings you up a place.
Whoa! Made the car fly there. Somehow we managed
to the car in front
not get a penalty
12.6
and recover
seconds.
back to the road without losing the position. We've got a bit of a train behind us, reminiscent of Yano Truly trains, and hashtag the Tatarov train from the F1 2017 Tatarov's Road to Glory story. Oh jeez, I've cut in very nastily on Perez. Now chopped Grosjean's nose off.
Okay, we think the effects of the tyre deg are going to kick in soon. We should be alright for the time being, but you will start to find it a bit more slippery
Spicy
out
battles here. Jamaicans like their spice and their spicy rum. Give us a bit of Captain Morgan any day. Grosjean's still up me bum.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs.
We've got Vettel coming out of the pits. Grosjean manages to get me on the way out of the corner. He does the over-under trick. Don't know if I've got the grip to get him back,
Right,
but I'm
some
going to
information
try.
on Hamilton. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
But I will get the DRS. Whoa! Dive bombed him.
Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
And that's promoted Ocon there.
Okay,
a bit
clear.
of trouble behind me. And with the demise of Hamilton, this little fight is now a podium battle, lads. So it looks like Hamilton won't stitch up the championship this round. The Ferraris can have a good run. Vettel, he'll be chasing after that Red Bull of Danny Ricciardo with renewed vigour. He's got a World Championship to play for in the drivers' standings. How bad are my tyres? Do I dare look? I'm very, very tentative, nervous to look at them. I'll have a look down the next big straightaway. %52%. It's not as bad as I thought. I thought they were going to be like 60 or 70%, which meant I would have had to cut my run just a lap short. Magnussen's got back in front of Leclerc, who was briefly behind me in 4th place. Vettel with 37.3. Fastest man on the track.
Pit window open. Let's box this lap.
How the heck did they catch me up so much? I had a nice little gap and then all of a sudden they're right up my ass again. Oh, there's a penalty. Ah!
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Magnussen's having a determined crack at me again. Just going to park it rudely in the middle, slow his mid-corner speed down, and get out the other side. Wait for him to come past with his DRS. And then going to try and get a bit of his slipstream. Oh, and not run into him like that. That was not the plan that we were trying to initiate here.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Getting lots of warnings for colliding with Magnussen. We do nab him off that time.
Box this lap, please. Nice move. Good job.
It's probably going to be a race into the pits. Oh, I'm trying to get into the pits, you stupid cunt! Oh, he just fucking smashes right into me.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Fucking Magnussen. There we go, we get into the pits. Go back to median on the exit. Try and see if we can get the energy bar to last a bit longer.
Go, go, go.
Alright. Dropping right back.
We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy.
Oh, we've come out and collided with yet another Haas car. Warning, collision with Grosjean. We got grip again, we just got to use it. I'm worried that we've come out well behind cars that have already stopped. It's not worked out so well there. We've lost a lot of time with worn tyres. Those last 4 laps were a bit dodgy. Maybe we should have gone for the free stopper. I don't know. Let's see if it works out in the end.
Fernando's in for his stop.
Oh, Bottas has run right up my
Green
ass.
flag.
As I've taken my rightful spot in the corner. He won't be too happy with me, but he shouldn't have been trying to nibble at my ass. Plain and simple, that's all she wrote. got some ground to catch up on, the likes of Hulkenberg and those in front of us.
Push, push. ERS to overtake.
There's a Renault in pits. It's Carlos Sainz. Whoopsie! I knew I was down in a gear too low there when I was hugging that right-hander too much.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Should have stayed in 6th. I blipped into 5th and I didn't need to. Hopefully we can make time back up on other cars that we lost when they're on worn rubber, because we stayed out a little bit longer. And we now got the fresher tyres. It's a risk you run when you push longer in a stint. Your tyre wear is not the best. I'm not very kind on my tyres. My style of driving tends to murderize them. We're very aggressive in that
Let's turn up
first
the
stint.
ERS deployment and burn some of this energy. Okay, gap ahead is 4.0 seconds.
See if we can get on the end of this fight, shall we? Gasly's coming in for his pits. Now we're about to get back into the points. Oh yeah, just weaving our way through. Move over, coming through. It's Jamaica time, baby!
Brilliant maneuver. 2 places at once.
It's time to put the cat amongst the pigeons. The fox amongst the sheep. The wild kitty cat amongst the chickens.
Yellow flag.
Whoa, 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 whoa! It's all kicking off in front of us.
Some information on Ericsson. They're retiring from the
out
race.
Of the race. Out of the way, Esteban. Down inside Sirotkin. Oh, I do love a lively feeling car. Woohoo! This car does feel alive. Ah, 3-second warning. Oh, son of a bitch.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Goddamn penalties, I hate them.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy. We're happy with the current tyre condition. They should last a while yet, so don't worry about them.
We've used the best part of the rubber now. We're in a bit of a fight here with Perez.
Vettel's in first place.
If we can get off that hairpin better, we might get a bit closer. Just not close enough to have a lunge down into that corner.
The gap to the leader is 42.6 seconds.
Oh, forced our way through. We've won that podium position back. Now we just got to keep it till the pit stop. Come back up around again. very cheeky there. Being rather foxy with the braking and positioning of the car.
Ricardo's taken the lead.
Oh, that's the worst corner to go wide on.
Gap to car in front
there
is
he is. He's gone into the pits.
44.6
That's
seconds.
good for us. With how things went with the last set of tyres, we probably want to push on an extra lap or two on this set of tyres. So if we can look after them somehow. Hulkenberg now chasing in fourth.
The car ahead has come in and fitted the soft tyre.
Oh, Hulkenberg's on a one-stopper, maybe. Or if he's on a two-stopper, he's going to have a very late pit. That's interesting. We're going to try and make use of our slightly better grippy tyre and get down the road a bit. Oh, he's already come back in.
We're approaching the pit window.
Pits.
You'll be on the ultra softs.
That's interesting. So I can't make the softs go that long. Interesting. I thought he would have gone further than me to lap 21. I lost time there, got a little bit out of sync. And that's allowed Magnussen to catch me a little bit. Hoping he's on the similar strategy to Hulkenberg, so he might come in and stop before me, which would give me an advantage of fresher tyres when I come out on my ultra softs. And I went back to the back of the pack. I was worried that my strategy had been a bad call because of the amount of position and track position we lost from the slow laps that we had on one tyres. Oh, Magnussen coming down my inside. We resume our little battle.
Win that place back.
I was rather rude to him once again. Oh, a tiny bit of breathing space now, not much, but it will do for now.
The gap to the car ahead is 34.4 seconds.
Yeah, Vettel and Ricciardo are in a race on the world of their own. Whoop.
We're going to box this lap, push hard on the in-lap.
Magnussen hasn't come in yet. I wonder what he's trying and what he's thinking. Ah, we do not need that 3-second rubbish.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Whoa. It's getting spicy again. As my tyres are going off. We are going to push for at least one extra lap.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
Oh, you're kidding. I took too much out of it again. I got through that one, alright.
A new strategy is available on the MFD. Virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace. VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
There we go. Back to normal racing speed. I misjudged how much speed I was carrying there. I thought I was carrying more. Got that bit alright.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Yeah, just run into me. Yeah, good one, Magnussen. You plonk.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach, and make sure you don't speed.
There we go, into the pits. Raikkonen and Magnussen keep on.
complete. Go now.
We come out still in the top 10, it looks like.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Yes, we come out in front of Hulkenberg. Let's see if we can catch up those in front and have some more fun overtaking. Fresh tyres is so OP on this track versus worn tyres, that's for sure. Looks like Sainz is on the same strategy as me. Just need to
Our
catch
gap
him
to the car in front
while
is
he's still battling with Perez, but
2.7
he's got him.
seconds.
Damn it. Squeeze every last little bit of performance out of the car now. We've got to go for it.
Reduce the ERS deployment, please. We need to charge the battery.
So I like that extra little bit of downforce over my rivals. Ah! I knew that was a little bit too much to have a crack at that one. I'll have him into the next corner, that's for sure.
Try to stay with him. He might make a mistake. He could still regain the position.
Tyres are slightly fresher than Sainz, so we should be able to have him as well.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Don't know if we're going to get back to podium. battery power and you used up too much of it. So I've got to recollect it.
That was the
and
fastest
then we'll have
lap of the
another
race.
charge.
Keep this up.
There we go, we've got within DRS. Now we can expend some power to try and catch up. Forced him
There's
off the
3 laps
road.
of fuel remaining.
Oh jeez.
Green.
What's the look at that? Boom! Oh, took him out of the Grand Prix. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to make him retire. Yeah, we're catching there.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
We'll go after him like that. We've got the DRS. Break the slipstream. Try to defend
Okay,
the
we need some
inside
energy
line.
harvesting. Reduce ERS deployment.
Deny him the good exit. It's back into pit. Magnussen staying out on those soft tyres. That was his plan, eh? A cheeky one-stopper. Depending on what his pace is, we may or may not catch him.
We advise moving to Mix 2, fuel to Mix 2.
Oh, damn it! I wasn't paying attention to how far down this road I was.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Oh, no, I'm going to leave it on Rich. I was going to go to standard, but no, we'll leave it on Rich. We need to try and catch Magnussen. It is a long gap, but... And I fucked that corner up once again. Oh, yeah. We got that bit, alright.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
go. Got the nose pointed in the right spot. Now we've seen off Sainz. He's not within DRS as far as I know.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race.
I think we're going to run out of laps to catch Magnussen on his worn socks. It's like the one stopper has snuck him into 4th place, and I'm going to hazard a guess that's what the podium sitter has done. We are only halfway through the Grand Prix circuit, and Vettel's already finished and won the race. That's how far ahead those two are up in front. Alright, I'm happy with it, considering where we started with our penalties down in 12. But damn it, when Hamilton expired and our battle for 4th became a battle for 3rd, we just lost too much pace and track position on worn tyres. That was what.
Well done, good finish.
Done it for
You
us.
stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
Fuck me, I had to work hard for that one. Enjoyed all the overtaking, that was fun. Especially in the first and second stints. Didn't have to do that much overtaking in a third stint, maybe 2 or 3 I think.
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that
I'm sweating pigs.
way up the field.
Why does my Discord
So, here
keep
they come now, out onto the podium.
flashing
Wherever
at me?
you go,
I don't know.
anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands.
So
and
it
they're
looks
out in
like
force again today.
looks like Kimi was the one that got up into the podium, or a good recovery from well down the order. That's probably why he went for the one stopper. He had the pace to make it work with his Ferrari, leapfrogging Magnussen, who pulled it off in the Haas, which was very good.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going to say Carlos Sainz. It was probably one of his best
All
drives
right,
this season, and I was thoroughly
Vettel
impressed.
And here's
tops
how things
the
are shaping up in the
time sheets
Constructors'
there. We got
Championship.
46,
The lead at the top
23,
comes down
7,
after a strong
25 to
weekend
win
from the challenging
by
pack.
1.1 second from
After
Daniel
all this
Ricciardo. That was
drama,
close,
you'd be mad not to
but
join
he
us for the
did it,
next race.
and
We
that'll
hope to
help
see
him
you
in the
there.
championship.
Take
Kimi
care.
getting 3rd, Magnussen grabs 4th, we're 5th, Carlos Sainz in 6th, Perez in 7th, Hulkenberg there in 8th, Ocon in 9th, Verstappen in 10th. Didn't have a great race. Stroll with one stopper grabs 11th, wasn't good enough to hold on to the points. and Verstappen got him in the end and pulled away by a good 5 seconds odd. Grosjean there in 12th, Hartley in 13th. Fernando went for a one-stopper as well, and probably was the right choice starting from 20th, but he just didn't have the pace to get any higher than 14th. Sorokin there. Bottas in 16th had a one-stopper as well, but I think we spun him out, so not so great for him. Leclerc in 17th with a one-stopper as well. He was high up in the order, so he should have probably changed his strategy mid-race to a two-stopper. So I think going to a one-stopper really fucked him over, considering the promotion he got for all the penalties around him. People starting further down the grid. Gasly finished a lap down for Toro Rosso. Ericsson and Hamilton did not finish the race, so let's have a look at a bit of a start, because it was a bit of an action-packed first lap or two. Let's hide that thing. I had a dog-awful start, but I went sneaky bastard cunt up the inside. Hey, here we go. Forgot to engage the throttle. Had the clutch ready to go, but had a bit of brain failure there with the throttle. But we got going. Got up behind Leclerc, who had a good start himself. Having to fend off one of the Force Indias there. I think it was Ocon's. I think Perez is further down the road. And here we go for our first dive bomb of the day. We give Leclerc a rude awakening. Went a bit too deep in there, but we managed to pull it up and get out of it alright, not too shabby. Chasing now the first of the Huskars. I think this one is Grosjean, yeah, number 8. We give him a bit of a g'day, how you going? But he had the better traction off the corner. We had to duck in, grab another little cheeky bit of slipstream, and then down the inside we go. Job done. Although we run wide, a little bit of a slidey there. Getting on the gas. Chasing now after the Force India of Perez. Checo. Good old Checo. I do rate Perez more than I rate Ocon. I don't really like Ocon. I think Ocon is more of the aggressor when it comes to the comings together that those two have had in that team. So it'll be interesting if Ocon does get the seat at Williams. So we'll possibly see more battles between them two, but in different teams. There's a battle there between Perez and Grosjean as Perez defends his territory. We've absolutely gone off the road, almost into Wombatsville. We managed to hang on and continue on. So now we'll fast forward to the next dive bomb as we catch up. We had a bit of a battle there because we made a bit of a mistake, ran wide. Grosjean got us back. We get him back down the inside. Oh, that's a nice view. I'll let that one play down the straight into the first corner. Whee! I like that view. That was pretty cool. Right, so fast forward to the next dive bomb, and that's probably when we get up to 4th place, which becomes 3rd later on, but we won't go that far with the replay. If I had the time I would probably go fast forward it to this, all the action for the overtaking in the second stint, but I've got to get myself organised and all my portable recharges recharged, ready for my trip to Sydney for Pokemon Go Community Day. And here we go, Grosjean's having another go. I'm rather rude to him once again. Nothing unusual for Stackpole. He's a very angry Jamaican. He don't like to give up any positions. That nice view again. Would have liked it in a different part of the track, but had another little bit of coming together with Grosjean. So they're all over my arsehole now. Thought we were fighting with Magnussen as well, but I haven't seen Magnussen yet. And they're all trying to come round the outside of me, and I chop them off again. But he gets the drive out of the corner, tries to flip back. I dive down the inside, block him off once again. Oh, it was on for young and old. It was fun. Fun. This was because I'd been rather aggressive at the start. I'd killed my tyres off after about 4 laps. And so I had to really work hard to hang on to this. And this is where I lost all this time fighting and battling. And out of the pits comes Vettel, and nearly gets an angry Jamaican up his bum for his troubles. And so he got in front of me, and I'm trying hard. At this point I thought, oh no, he's got the better conditioned tyres. He's gonna run away from me. But then, dive bomb! Oh, you could tell that was coming, and there's parts has gone sliding, and someone's car's off the side road. I think that was where Hamilton expired, possibly. Or Ericsson, not sure which one. But yeah, so that was the exciting opening start to the race. We'll have a look at the standings now. We've got Hamilton 54 points ahead of Vettel. So Vettel has brought himself within spitting distance with 3 races to go. You could say Kimi has a very rough outside chance. But if Vettel can win the last few races, race 19, 20 and 21, that's 75 points. For Vettel to win the championship, Hamilton would have to score, let's see, 75 minus 54 is 25. No, 21. So yeah, Hamilton just needs to score 22 points and he's got it won. If Vettel can score 75 points and Hamilton scores 20 points or less, he'll win the championship. So that's interesting to see how that'll play out over the next few days. I'm hoping I can go daily again with this series, but I am waiting on thumbnails from Corner Flag Games. In 4th there is Ricciardo, Bottas, then Verstappen. We're hanging on to 7th spot. I don't see Hulkenberg catching us unless he has an absolutely amazing result or two. And Perez in 9th. Fernando drops down to 10th. We've got Magnussen, Ocon, Sainz, Grosjean, Leclerc, Gasly, Ericsson, Hartley, Stroll and Sorokin still yet to score a point with 3 races to get that done. Mercedes and Ferrari is a closer battle than the drivers. 14 points separates that one. More than likely will go down to the final race. Red Bull solid in 3rd. They can't be caught. We are solid in 4th, but we can be caught. But whether or not Renault can do the business, that's another job. We got a good 36 point margin. It's close, a fight between Renault and Force India. 5 points separates them, and Haas is in that one as well. A 3-way scrap for 5th. Sauber probably have 8th in the bag. I'd say the same for Toro Rosso. Don't see Williams doing anything in 10th. Alright, that wraps everything up. I've been Tomo, yous have been awesome. Until next time, stone the flaming crows and tickle your dancing Jamaicans. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.